This is Mileane Silvia and Colette Nelson doing hamstrings and glutes. The first exercise is a superset. You will note we are on a Smith machine. We are starting with 25, 35, and then going up to a plate. We're starting with 15 reps. And we're going back and forth. So I'm squatting, then she's squatting. And note that we're going down deep, so below parallel. And once we finish the set back and forth, then I jump in and I do lunges. So then I'm lunging, and note that I am doing a kick lunge. So we're kicking up at the top. And we're doing, again, 15 reps on each leg. And the following set will be 12, and the final set will be 10. I'm trying to go down as far as I can and kicking up the leg, squeezing on the base leg, which is getting a little extra glute work there. Mileane does these really well, so she's coming up all the way. The higher you go, the harder you're going to work on squeezing that base leg that's pulling in as you are lifting up that knee. You know, when I'm thinking about doing hamstrings, I think the wider stance really serves you well because you get a little bit more of that glute hamstring tie-in. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So now I'm doing the squats. Obviously, this is double time. And we just added 10 pounds. I'm going deep below parallel. I'm pushing through my heels, squeezing and getting the motion down. I'm then moving on to the kick lunge, back and forth. I'm pretty funny. I always kind of shake it out, and I'm going into the other leg. Again, for purposes of time, I sped this up, but I am not moving this fast. Again, here goes Mileane, the same idea. Again, I double time the speed. She's not moving this fast. I just moved the camera speed up. So and again, from another angle, we're just getting that knee and switching legs. And then the final, we're just going up to a plate. So again, getting the reps in there. And then finally, Mileane goes. And her final phase lunges on my part. So I'm going to go lunge, and then she's going to lunge. The second exercise, we're going to superset stiff leg dumbbell deadlifts with dumbbell wide stance plie squats. You'll note the weights we were using. Stiff legs is 60, 70, 80, and the plie is 80, 90, 100. Mileane's going a little lighter than me. I'm trying to step on plate so I can just get a little bit deep so my legs will at least hit parallel. I'm trying to keep my upper body up as tight as I can. So then I go to stiff legs. I'm going to go 60, 70s, and 80s. 15, 12, and 10. So here goes Mileane. So basically, if we're partner training here, but I'm going while she's going. So while she's stiff legging, I'm actually doing the plie squats, and then we reverse. So you'll note these are kind of Romanian. She's kind of bending, and then she's coming up at the top, squeezing her glutes. I keep mine just completely stiff. There I go, and there she goes. And then, again, we hit the stiff leg deadlifts. So again, this was 3 rounds. So it's 3 rounds of the lunges and the kick up and the deep squats, and then 3 rounds of the hamstring. And the third exercise, crossover lunges, people call them curtsy lunges, whatever you're into. Mileane is using a 60-pound barbell, and I'm going to use 30-pound dumbbells. I, unfortunately, cannot put a barbell behind my back, believe it or not. My shoulders are too tight. And again, we're going for 15 reps. So you're just, it's, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's cute. Curtsy lunges or crossover lunges, you know, you can name these things all different things. Classic, I always say classic Iris Kyle move. We are doing, I'm holding about a 40-pound or 60-pound dumbbell, and I'm really just squeezing my glutes. I'm not going up that high. The point is I'm just pushing through my heels, and I'm squeezing the glutes at the top. And I'm really focusing on that squeeze right at the top of that glute hamstring tying. So it's another superset. While Mileane is doing the glute hypers, I am doing the curtsy lunges. And here's me with the dumbbells. I'm just using 30 pounds. And I'm just stepping behind. There you go. And sets of 15. And this is 3 rounds again. So I'm stepping and doing my curtsy, and then and Mileane is doing the hypers. So I'm speeding up things because we'll be here all day, and I'm just trying to get you guys a notion. So I am just trying to squeeze my glutes. Again, same thing here. 3 rounds. Same idea. And finishing double time here, of course, for purposes of the work, how'd I sped this up? If only you could go this fast, right? And here's me again, going in and down. I think these always get your outer quad, you know, the abductor. You just feel it totally different from a regular lunge. It's a nice change. Keeps things interesting. And again, I work 15 reps each time on these. So she's gonna, you know, she's finishing up her 3rd round. The 4th exercise, we've got seated leg curls. 90 for 15, 110 for 12, 130 for 10. So I'm trying to get all the way down, full range of motion. So you don't cut that motion short, and you're in there, you're squeezing. Pretty basic, right? We had to do a little shift of the machine because Mileane's obviously like much taller than me. And just 3 sets. So really did all the hard stuff first. And when I think about a glute hamstring workout, it's like it can't all just be leg curls, right? You know, so I like to really say, okay, let's take a chance. We're not going to go super heavy on squats. We're going to go super deep, though. So I kind of work, I'm thinking all glutes, keeping a lot of things in the heels. So, you know, we started with the squats to the lunges. We moved into the stiff legs with the deep plies, again for the glutes. Then we moved into hypers with the curtsy squats. And here I'm going with my heaviest weight, and I'm just going to have Mileane give me that little bit of push to get the full range of motion. I want to get that full range of motion, and I was dying. So I'm going to admittedly say that. And I drop set. So this last one was a drop set. I took my heaviest weight, and see, I'm almost hitting the back because I'm trying to really squeeze the hamstrings. It's nice to have a partner here. She's just giving me that little extra push. All right, so that was a little bit of a drop set, and we're going to do the same thing for her. So she's going to go heavy here. And then she's going to drop it. And the fifth exercise is going to be 3 lying leg curls, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Again, I am trying. I really get irritated when people lift their pelvis. I'm trying to keep my pelvis, my quads all the way tight there and trying to keep my back perfectly tight so I'm not swinging all over the place. I'm really focusing on the hamstring. So I'm going to get the 15 there, and then Mileane is going to jump in. She's using a little bit less weight than me. Great hamstrings, though. She's, again, a little bit of hip action, but the key really is to keep the hips as tight to the platform there so that you really are focusing on the hamstrings. I'm increasing the weight, and I am going for round 2 for 12 reps. Shame on me if my hips are moving. You really want to keep those hips down. Sometimes I have people press on your lower back. Here we go. We got another set here. Giving her that little push. See her hips now are staying down as I'm assisting her just on that lift. You really do get a better feel of the whole hamstring when you do that.
5, 6, 2, go.
And then I'm going to go my final set here.
1, 2.
Again, this is heavy for me. My hamstrings by this point are just screaming. So I'm trying to keep those hips down. I can see them lifting a little bit. And she is, that obviously, you know, I needed her help. I'm going much lighter, and at that point, I'm on my own. So I got it. And I'm just really squeezing the hamstring, and it's about totaled. You know, after everything, it's the 5th exercise superset. So really, I challenge you to do this workout. It is not easy. It is not easy. We're finishing up here, getting the final phase here on the hamstrings. And I'm obviously challenging her. So this is absolutely a forced rep. I'm not going to tell you any different. You definitely need a partner for this because you can see that I'm trying to have her control the negative. She's going to drop the weight and finish it here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the short reps when you're trying to finish
8, come on.
the whole movement.
9, come on.
And finally, if you weren't done, okay, actually I think this is the 6th exercise, 2 sets of 30, okay? So you're just going to finish it off with partner lunges, no weight. And at the back, you can kick up that leg, and you're just burning it out, all right? It's a wide stance, see how wide Mileane, so it's really just the end of the rope here. So that's 30 reps. I'm keeping my movement a little bit shorter so I can really squeeze in my glutes. So I'm straightening out that leg at the back. Stay in control. That's the key. And the other leg. You can do 2 sets. I actually only think we did 1 set. So 1 set of 30, the other set of 30. Again, this is just to make sure that you have the final icing on the cake and that you have just about fried your hamstrings and glutes. So just to review, we started with deep squats on the Smith machine, superset lunge with a kick. We moved over to stiff leg deadlifts with plie squats. We then moved on to curtsy lunges with hypers. We did 3 sets of seated curls and 3 sets of seated lying leg curls, and finished with a rep set of partner lunges. Thanks. Bye, you guys.